Well, hello everyone. This is Peace. I'm still getting settled in. But I want to talk about what controls a person's behavior, what they think, what they say, what they do. And the three broadest categories I can put that under would be mental, spiritual, and emotional maturity level. So depending on where a person is in one or more of those areas, that will determine how they think, what they say, and how they behave. So for those three categories, the mental, emotional, and spiritual, under the mental, I mean two things. One, how healthy is their brain? Are there any problems with their thinking ability? So their mental capacity, but also when I say mental, I also mean their knowledge. How informed or how much common sense or how much information do they have with regard to understanding the relationship between your thoughts and your behavior, your thoughts and how you feel, knowing that the way you think affects how you feel, knowing that the way you think affects what you do, determines what you do. So how knowledgeable they are with that. So that's the mental, those two areas. The spiritual, for me, I mean by how loving, basically, are you? How much love do you display towards yourself and towards others? And I define love as the basic definition of just general kindness to another person, just kindness to yourself. And if you're an adult and you're listening to this and you are full mental capacity and you do not understand what kindness means, then that's the issue. But just being nice. Hi, how are you doing? Being helpful. Being friendly is also being kind. You don't have to be a friend because sometimes it takes a while to get to know a person. But you don't have to get to know a person to be kind to them. So I equate spirituality with kindness. I equate spirituality with love. And love is like the degree that you care for, the degree that you don't want to see any harm towards or committed against. I'm not talking about being in love or infatuated or how you feel about the opposite sex. I'm not talking about that kind of love. Okay, I'm talking about just general regard for another human being. So I've discussed the mental, I've discussed the spiritual, and now there's the emotional. You hear the word often called the phrase emotional intelligence. I want to hurry up and put assertiveness skills in there because emotional intelligence has a great deal to do with being assertive. If you don't know what assertiveness is, you know how to find out what it means. And I say assertiveness skills, having those skills are critical to maintaining peace of mind, to maintaining a healthy mental attitude, because assertiveness teaches you and allows you to use your own voice to speak up for yourself, to protect your boundaries, reinforce your boundaries when they are crossed, or in other words, when you feel you've been disrespected. Assertiveness is a way to respond to treatment you dislike in a respectful manner towards the other person who mistreats you, and to yourself, to let them know, hey, you crossed the boundary with me. This is not going to work. This is how we need to proceed if we're going to continue to be in each other's company or have any type of relationship or dealing with each other. So, emotional intelligence. Also, emotional intelligence is how do you handle your emotions? We have the whole gamut. We have depression, we have sadness, we have happiness, we have joy, we have anger. Some can have rage, some can even have hatred. We have love. Knowing how to recognize how you're feeling at any given point in time, knowing how that feeling affects you, tuning into your thoughts to see how your thoughts are affecting your feeling, knowing how to change your thoughts to change your feelings, and just knowing how to govern yourself while you are in that emotional space that you're in, so that you continue to respect yourself and respect others. Sometimes when you're not in a good emotional mood, which happens, you could be very physically tired, which can affect your mood. You could feel offended or disrespected, which can affect your mood. You could have a depression, whatever. But also, emotional intelligence means knowing how to respond to the mood that you are currently in, so that you maintain self-respect for yourself and for others. One response could be seeking out counseling, therapy, so that you can address the mood that you're having. Going to talk to someone or writing in a journal. So those are the three categories that determines a person's behavior. And when I say behavior, that means what comes out of their mouth and the actions that they do. But those three things also determines, what your thoughts are. So every day I have to be careful to keep a check on the thoughts that I'm having, because I know they affect my mood, my feelings, my what comes out of my mouth, what I do, and how I interact with others. So I have to check in every day with what I'm thinking, with what I'm feeling. And this is something every person on earth needs to learn to do. I hope it is taught in school soon, because it will eliminate a lot of the social ills that we have. Okay, I'm going to stop there. Have a blessed day.